Will he like it after 3 nights? Will he like it after 3 nights? The picture was taken by a professional photographer. The picture was taken by a professional photographer. The clouds were above the highest peaks. The clouds were above the highest peaks. May I have your insurance information, please? May I have your insurance information, please? Are you an announcer after a weekend? Are you an announcer after a weekend? If I had $1 million, I would travel the world. If I had $1 million, I would travel the world. Should we know? Should we know? I was working 2 years later. I was working 2 years later. Then you'll clean up at 4 in the morning. Then you'll clean up at 4 in the morning. It is his responsibility to finish the project. It is his responsibility to finish the project. He starts his new job next month. He starts his new job next month. I was not sleeping now. I was not sleeping now. You must not appear. You must not appear. I couldn't have imagined a better result. I couldn't have imagined a better result. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. Do I focus on the sunrise? Do I focus on the sunrise? Finally, we have traveled to many different countries. We have traveled to many different countries. Students were arguing about homework in class. Students were arguing about homework in class. They were not prepared for the meeting and felt unprepared as a result. They were not prepared for the meeting and felt unprepared as a result. I have no opposing view. I have no opposing view. To try. I would not specify. I would not specify. He will start a new job in 2 weeks. He will start a new job in 2 weeks. Was not suspicious. Was not suspicious. We can buy food if we go to the supermarket. We can buy food if we go to the supermarket. Can't they be bounty hunters every year? Can't they be bounty hunters every year? I was very scared when I saw the spider. I was very scared when I saw the spider. Can I answer? Can I answer? Can't I edit it later? Can't I edit it later? Will you pick me up from the airport? Will you pick me up from the airport? Will they never impress? Will they never impress? We were pen pals. We were pen pals. Should not follow. Should not follow. Can we talk after you and I make plans? Can we talk after you and I make plans? It was a beautiful day out of the office. It was a beautiful day out of the office. What is the price? What is the price? Then they get married at 4 a.m. Then they get married at 4 a.m. They were not choosing. They were not choosing. Sometimes you go to parties. Sometimes you go to parties. Not every day will confess. Not every day will confess. I have an appointment in a month. I have an appointment in a month. They surfed in Australia. They surfed in Australia. You can wash it in the dishwasher at dusk. You can wash it in the dishwasher at dusk. Fellow financier. Fellow financier. The pen I lost yesterday was expensive. The pen I lost yesterday was expensive. Hadn't we attended? Hadn't we attended? I need to refill my meds. I need to refill my meds. Inside. Inside. They eat lunch. They eat lunch. Can they imagine the sun rising? Can they imagine the sun rising? The presidential candidate gave a speech at the rally. The presidential candidate gave a speech at the rally. Couldn't he be a missionary later on? Couldn't he be a missionary later on? There are no empty seats in the theater. There are no empty seats in the theater. The store had sold the product before I could buy it. The store had sold the product before I could buy it. I'm so excited I could jump out of my seat. I'm so excited I could jump out of my seat. Aren't you going to be a gynecologist at 2 a.m.? Aren't you going to be a gynecologist at 2 a.m.? The bird perched on the branch chirped happily. The bird perched on the branch chirped happily. She will be getting ready for her dance performance. She will be getting ready for her dance performance. She looks happy in the photos. She looks happy in the photos. He sold his old clothes. He sold his old clothes. Colleague announcer? Colleague announcer? Night. Night. Not every year bartender. Not every year bartender. Not commented now? Not commented now? Was their grandmother a gardener? Was their grandmother a gardener? My father is a choreographer. My father is a choreographer. A part of. A part of. They should not start after 5 weeks. They should not start after 5 weeks. You must be kind to others. You must be kind to others. Can I taste this jam sample? Can I taste this jam sample? Was his brother-in-law a jester? Was his brother-in-law a jester? I see people who are your family. I see people who are your family. Shouldn't it load? Shouldn't it load? He works hard to support his family. He works hard to support his family. My friends were laughing at a funny joke. My friends were laughing at a funny joke. Could you please sign this consent form? Could you please sign this consent form? He started his new job last month. He started his new job last month. The clock ticks non-stop. The clock ticks non-stop. Not often a pharmacist. Not often a pharmacist. They should soon become air traffic controllers. They should soon become air traffic controllers. I'll cause this in 3 seconds. I'll cause this in 3 seconds. Should not advertise immediately. Should not advertise immediately. The politics of the country is popular. The politics of the country is popular. I wasn't limited last year. I wasn't limited last year. By tomorrow they will have completed their project. By tomorrow they will have completed their project. I'm filling out Performance Excel. I'm filling out Performance Excel. The book is more interesting than the movie. The book is more interesting than the movie. If you need help, just ask me. If you need help, just ask me. Couldn't he have been a professor before? Couldn't he have been a professor before? They did not replace it occasionally. They did not replace it occasionally. Sharks are the deadliest predators in the ocean. Sharks are the deadliest predators in the ocean. They have traveled to South America before. They have traveled to South America before. I'm here to check. I'm here to check. Wouldn't it help? Wouldn't it help? Would reach out. Would reach out. We're going to the cinema next Saturday. We're going to the cinema next Saturday. Have you finished studying for the exam? Have you finished studying for the exam? Have you ridden a rabbit? Have you ridden a rabbit? The picture was taken by a professional photographer. The picture was taken by a professional photographer. There are no clean dishes in the cupboard. There are no clean dishes in the cupboard. Do you have any advice? Do you have any advice? He lost his wallet on the bus. He lost his wallet on the bus. I have too much mercy. I have too much mercy. One, do you want to come with me? One, do you want to come with me? I can connect. I can connect. Your son is collecting donations. Your son is collecting donations. She will take a yoga class. She will take a yoga class. If you go to bed late, you will be tired in the morning. If you go to bed late, you will be tired in the morning. He hated going to school. He hated going to school. We'll buy a new laptop. We'll buy a new laptop. What is your horoscope? What is your horoscope? Your mother-in-law is a travel agency. Your mother-in-law is a travel agency. I'll try to ping it. I'll try to ping it. I'm in the bathroom room. I'm in the bathroom room. If I were a famous athlete, I would inspire others to play sports. If I were a famous athlete, I would inspire others to play sports. Will you meet me at the cafe? Will you meet me at the cafe? If it snowed, we would go skiing. If it snowed, we would go skiing. Couldn't add? Couldn't add? Phone is ringing. Phone is ringing.